Miss Tierra, definitely want to say this right. You ain't got to say the state, but I'm sorry, you ain't got to say the city, but you don't mind saying the state or whatever. You know what I mean? Before we get into it, just to like a little opening. That's all. Where you from? Like,
Oh yeah, my name's Tiara. I'm from New Jersey. I'm a mother to two. I work from home.
all right, baby. Okay, Jersey in the building. Jersey in the building. I got an aunt stay in Jersey. She 87 years old and she didn't want to come back to South Carolina. So, long as she doing good, that what matters. Um, I like doing this podcast. The topic is self love. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just gonna, you know what I mean, come right at it. You know, you definitely I watch you. Like I said before, you always self loving and doing what you're doing. You know, I don't know if you're in a relationship, but when it does, if you is, he's a blessed person. When it does happen, you definitely gonna be blessed. You know what I'm saying? But I don't think a lot of people don't love themselves enough. You know what I'm saying? I used to be one of the ones, you know, I had to start treating myself, give people my last, you know what I'm saying? People keep on taking. Some people do that now, you know what I'm saying? Keep on taking. And you go lacking, you know what I'm saying? So another thing I want to ask you, this is one of my favorite topics. I like to do a little icebreaker. How you doing mentally? How you mental? You doing mentally health real good?
Very well mentally. I've been like on this journey for a while.
Okay.
So I think right now, at this moment in my life, I'm in like the best mental state that I could possibly be in.
Amen. That's good, baby. Amen. Love it, definitely. That's another topic for another day we'll talk about. But I'm gonna go ahead and get on the first question. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, we talking about self-love. This is something amazing, like I was just not saying. Why do we love others more than we love ourselves? You know what I'm saying? Like, that's big. Cause I've been like that before. You know, I ain't said before many a times. You know what I mean? And I had to really take some time to really, you know, like I said, mentally also spend time in God, manifest. You know what I'm saying? Get into that word or just pray more. You know what I'm saying? And God will remove the people from you that keep on trying to take the life out. You know what I'm saying? You won't be knowing. You just think you're doing something good, but until you hit rock bottom, you know what I'm saying? Where they at? You know what I mean? So.
Yeah.
What you think about that question, sweetie?
Honestly, well, I still to this day I'm working on that portion because I have two children. So like, yes, I love my two children more than I love myself, which that's understandable. But once again, I had to learn for the longest, stop pouring so much of myself into everyone else if I'm not into myself. And I think a lot of people, you just feel like you have to pour into everyone that's around you, especially when you're an empathetic person. A lot of people do. They're very empathetic or they're selfless and they think they just have to pour into everyone that's around them, make sure everybody that are around them is good.
Yes.
And then they tend to forget about themselves. I think it's just a natural human. It's just being a human being with a heart. Yeah. I think that's something as humans that we do have to work on in general.
Yes.
But yeah.
I pick your personality. Your personality, you like I said, you're a people's person. You're definitely a people's person. You got love to give. I mean, you just got love. You're just a loving person. You know what I'm saying? So you just can't help. You know what I mean? Definitely a joyful and like major thing. What I'm trying to say is too. This is another topic also. We'll talk about that later. But like, I mean, it's a blessing. You know what I'm saying? It's not many people, like can I say, in this world, the world's already negative already. Like I was watching a report today of a man killing the nieces and nephews, like 8 people, something shot that got, get murdered. You seen that? You know what I'm saying? So people be so messed up. Like you're responsible for your own happiness. And that's a topic on the podcast, happiness. Also, I be talked about, and I did that a year back with a dance also. But man, just a happy person like you is great things coming your way. Continue doing that. Continue being like that for real. People, you are definitely inspiration to me and others. You know what I'm saying? We're going to get on to the next one. What's something about yourself you still learning to accept that you really learn to accept? I mean, you still learning about that. I got some things I'm still learning to accept about myself too. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm going to be real with you. Saying no was one of my, it's so hard for me to say no. You know what I'm saying? So I'm learning. And I used to, if I can't say no, sometimes I try to beat around the bush, like, okay, we're going to see what's happening. Instead of just going here to be honest, like, no. You know what I'm saying? Just hard for me to say because the heart I got. But that's something I'm learning about myself to get better at, so you.
Me, to just stop saying that everything is okay because it's okay for things not to be okay. And I know you see me all the time with She Ready on here. Every single time anything goes wrong, I'm just like, it's okay. Like, it's okay. And she's like, no, sis, it is okay for it not to be okay. And I have to, that's something that I'm learning still to this day. Like, it's okay for it not to be okay. It is okay. Like, it's not the end of the world if it's not, but I'm always just like, it's okay. It's okay. Like, and I have to stop because a lot of times it's masking what it truly, like, I'm feeling in that moment.
Yes. Amen. I love that. I love that because I'm like that too. And you know, a lot of men, we do suffer inside. And I'm like that. Podcast I'm gonna be doing coming up in May also. It'll be in May. I'll put the date out, you know. I'm gonna do a better job you know, showing my podcast, you know, advertising a lot more better. You know what I'm saying? But we're gonna I'll be doing the Brother Minds, Good Brother Minds, man. We talked about this before. We did one last year. And it's about the, you know, the silence of a man just suffering in fear. You know what I'm saying? And I've been like that. Like, that thing is good, but when you get behind closed doors, it's like, man. You know what I'm saying? And God put that help in your life, man. Talk to that source. You know what I'm saying? Talk to the source. You'll know who you'll know who's for you. You know what I'm saying? Don't just talk to anybody. You know what I'm saying? Because people have negative, you know, negative in their heart, negative thought, negative wishes.
Right.
God will definitely put somebody in your place for you to talk to. And I have learning how to, you know, make sure I'm connected to the right one, to circle. Definitely, you know what I mean? The message today at church was family matters. You know, family does matter. You know what I'm saying? It does. You know what I mean? So love your family, man. Like, even the family that you don't deal with, still pray for them. You know what I'm saying? Love them, you know, but this, you can just take a time out to call them or whatever. You ain't got to deal with them, but still love them. You know what I'm saying? We have to learn how to love our neighbor, man. It ain't going to be the best way, but we got to learn how to love people, period. You know, they ain't gonna make it easy for us to love. It's a challenge. Life is a challenge. You know what I'm saying? But definitely. Now, this is one of the good ones. Negative days. You know what I'm saying? You know, how do you talk to yourself on your worst days? Like, on a bad day, how you talking to yourself?
I used to be really bad with it. And I'd be like, oh my gosh, you're terrible at everything. Like, it would be like a lot of negative talk. But I think ever since I started like my journey with God about a year and a half ago, like my own personal journey, that's when I got into it's okay. Like, you know, it is what it is type of deal. Like, it'll get better, whatever I'm going through. Like, it's not the end of the world. Like, I try to it's a moment in time, and I don't try to harp on it throughout the entire day to make the whole day a terrible day. So yeah, even when it comes to like people around me, like my mom, if she's having a bad moment, I'm like, take your time. I understand it's going to be a bad moment, but take your time, as much time as you need, and then you can bounce back as much to be the person.
Take your time. You're so strong. You're so strong. Like I said, you definitely got a gift, man. You got a gift. You just don't even know it yet. You know what I'm saying? You ain't seen your best days yet. You are, like I say, man, beautiful inside. I love what you just not say, like, because that's how I talk to myself. You know what I'm saying? Being a coach, you know, being a son, uncle and stuff, you know, the things I've been through in life, you know, experience-wise, still talking positive. You know what I'm saying? It felt like when you do want to give up, God won't allow you to do it. And that's, you know, same with you, a strong mother you got 2 boys, right?
I have a daughter and a son.
Oh, wow. They're blessed. Got a son and a daughter, two blessed kids, man, got a bright future. You know, they are the future of the generation. You know what I'm saying? I pray nothing but great blessing on them and being leaders to their generation that's coming up. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I do for my niece and nephew. So I went through, and I'll tell you about this on the podcast, and we'll talk about this, about child loss. I went through a loss of a child. You know, I lost my son. So it has made me strengthen. That's been 6 years ago, almost 6 years. So it strengthened me. I could have it could have easily lay down or got back up. I got back up. You know what I'm saying? And it wasn't, I didn't have to understand, it wasn't for me, it's like forgiveness. When you go ahead and forgive that person, because it's not for them, it's for you. You know what I'm saying? So I had to learn that, hey, this testimony is for somebody else one day, because they're going to go through it too. You ain't going to be the last, you know, ain't going to be the first or the last. It's going to be more people that going to come along. So definitely, man, I appreciate you just definitely anything I could do. And that's really much I had. You know, so I just want to do a little smooth little podcast, almost nice little Sunday night with you. I want you to come back on. I ain't want to hold you too long, because I want you to, you know what I'm saying, come back and do this again. You know what I mean? So definitely, anything you gotta say, anything.
So yeah, so wait, next time, let me give me a little more heads up on like the day and time, so that way I can get all my people to come over too.
Hey, we can do it. We'll set it up. Matter of fact, we might set up a quote. We might do it, and you want most best for nighttime, right?
Yeah, anytime, like, not because normally I get my kids to bed at like 8:30, okay, and I try to make sure that they're like leave me alone by 9. Like y'all have 8:30 to 9 to figure out what you want to do, and then 9:30 I normally hop on and go live with She Ready. So that from like really like 9 o'clock to 9:30, I've got like a little chunk of window. Yeah.
I tell you what, maybe we're gonna, since we did this one tonight, maybe a week from now we'll set it up maybe on a Monday night. That'll be great. We'll set it up. Like I said, I'll send you another topic. This time maybe about 4 or 5 questions. You know what I mean? That way you be better prepared. Give you a week in advance. I had this definitely need you on tonight. You know, I've been praying and then my heart been laid. Hey man, listen, it's time. You know what I'm saying? It's so time. People need to see that smiling face. You got the camera out, man. Put that pretty smiling face on there. They need to see that. You know what I'm saying? They need to see that. Show them. You know, show that. You know, because this is why it's called real life, because they don't know what I've been through, what you've been through. By seeing us talking about these topics, and you watch the list I have on top, I got a lot more stuff I got to talk about. Personal growth, mental health, self-care. I do relationship, I do spiritual, everything. You know what I'm saying? And I pray about who it's going to relate to, and God has shown me who's relate to. And I knew this topic was great for you. You know what I'm saying? The individual that you are. We definitely got to set this up. We're going to do it for a week from now, and I'll send you everything. I'll make sure I do everything by tomorrow, that we have a week in advance. Before you go, sweetie, like I say, nigga the world, anything you can say positive with anybody, positive at all. Like, you know what I'm saying? Trusting God, you know, that's why I always say trust God. But anybody that's going through something negative, feel like there's no way out, you know what I'm saying? What can you say? You know what I'm saying?
Just keep going, keep pushing forward, because it's just a moment in time. It will not last forever. Amen. I promise brighter days are to come.
I love it. Amen. I love that confirmation. I love that. Thank you so much.